Friend, have you become ill? Your body no longer obeys you as it once did? Has pain become a constant companion, visiting you every day, sometimes every hour? I understand. I've been there too. I've felt my body fail me. I've wondered if this was the beginning of the end, if it was the harbinger of inevitable decline. I've woken up dreading what the day would bring. I've felt the weight of prostration, that feeling that it's not worth getting out of bed because my body simply won't respond. But today I am here, before you, to say something that completely changed my life. Pain does not define who you are. Illness is not your final destination. And your body, oh, your body is just an instrument. You are much, much more. You know, when we look in the mirror during moments of fragility, we tend to completely identify with that image, with that tired body, with those limitations, with that throbbing pain. But this is an illusion that holds us back and prevents us from accessing our true power. Because you, my friend, are a divine and eternal being. You are not this body that hurts. You are not this flesh that ages. You are the spark of life that animates this body. You are consciousness. You are spirit. And when we truly understand this, when it stops being just a pretty idea and becomes a truth felt in our hearts, everything changes. Does the pain still exist? Perhaps. But our relationship with it transforms completely. Judging yourself healthy, even when you're sick, isn't denying reality. It's demonstrating complete trust in God. It is recognizing that there is a greater force operating through us, a divine intelligence that is always working for our healing, for our evolution. Today, I want to share with you the journey I've taken, how I went from prostration to hope, how I transformed discouragement into living faith, and how you can do it too. I remember perfectly the day pain truly arrived in my life. It wasn't just any passing pain. It was the kind of pain that insists on staying, that changes your routine, that makes you question everything. At first, I tried to ignore it. I thought, this will pass, but it didn't. The pain settled in like an unwanted guest, uninvited, occupying every room in your house, your body, your mind. And you know what's hardest? It's not exactly the physical pain itself. It's what it does to our thoughts. It's how it steals our joy, our peace, our ability to dream of tomorrow. When pain becomes constant, it brings even worse companions: fear, insecurity, and feelings of helplessness. We begin to wonder, will I ever get better? Will my life always be like this? Am I still capable of doing what I need to do? I remember waking up every day already anticipating suffering. Before I even fully opened my eyes, my mind was already programmed to expect the worst. And this negative expectation only fueled the pain, creating a terrible vicious cycle. Physical pain is real, yes, but I discovered something fundamental. The pain we create in our mind is even greater. We suffer twice. Once because of the body that hurts, and once because of the thoughts that feed this suffering. And then comes the prostration. Ah, the prostration. That desire to just give up, to surrender, to stop fighting. I've been there. How many times have I looked out the window and seen life happening outside while I felt trapped in this uncooperative body? How many times have I wished I simply didn't feel anything anymore? Prostration is treacherous because it convinces us it's the sensible answer. Rest, it whispers. Don't push. Accept your limitations. But there's a huge difference between healthy rest and spiritual surrender. When we mentally prostrate ourselves, when we let discouragement win, we are handing over the reins of our lives to illness. We are saying, you won. I am you now. I am this pain. I am this limitation. I am this failure. But that's a lie. A cruel lie that imprisons us even more. Think about it. If you have a guitar and a string breaks, is the guitar no longer a guitar? No. It's still a musical instrument. It just needs repairs and adjustments. The same happens with our body. If something isn't working well, if there's pain, if there's a limitation, it doesn't change what you essentially are. And you continue to be that wonderful being, that divine consciousness, that eternal spirit. Your body may be out of tune, but the music is still inside you. And the more you remember this, the more you begin to heal from the inside out. The first step toward overcoming my own problems was truly understanding who I am. And this didn't come from books or theories. It came from a profound experience, almost like an awakening. One night, during a moment of intense pain, instead of fighting it or complaining, I simply observed it. I observed the pain as if I were a witness. And in that moment of pure observation, I realized something extraordinary. There was someone watching the pain, and that someone wasn't the pain, that someone wasn't suffering in the same way, that someone was me, the real me. It was like waking from a dream. I realized I wasn't the body that hurt. I was the consciousness experiencing that body. I was the observer, the spirit, the divine spark temporarily inhabiting that physical form. And if I am not the body, then the pain of the body cannot destroy me. It can disturb me, it can challenge me, but it cannot define me. But that understanding alone wouldn't be enough if I didn't have something bigger to lean on. And that's where God came in. Or rather, that's where I finally allowed God to truly come in. Trusting God doesn't mean believing that He will simply magically remove your pain. It means trust that there is a greater purpose, even when we don't understand. It means knowing that we are being supported, guided. Even in the darkest hours, I began to pray differently. No longer those desperate prayers of, "Take this away from me," but prayers of surrender. Lord, I trust in you. I know I am your eternal child. I know this experience has meaning. Give me the strength to go through it with dignity and faith. And do you know what happened? The pain didn't disappear immediately, but something deep inside me changed. I was at peace, even in the pain. I was confident, even in the uncertainty, because trusting in God is this: stay strong even when everything seems to fall apart. It's knowing there's ground beneath your feet, even when you can't see it. Along with faith, I needed to do something very practical, change my way of thinking, because thoughts are powerful. They create our internal reality and directly influence our bodies. Every time I caught myself thinking, "I'm sick, I'm weak, I can't do this," I would pause and consciously rephrase, "I am a healthy being at heart. I'm going through a challenge, but my true nature is health, strength, and life." It wasn't pretense. It wasn't denying reality. It was choose. Where to put my focus, it was about choosing to feed what I wanted to grow in me. Faith or fear, hope or despair, life or death. I began practicing gratitude, even in the smallest things. Thank you that I can breathe. Thank you that my heart beats. Thank you that I am aware. Each thank you was like a seed of light planted in the dark soil of pain. And gradually, very gradually, I began to notice changes, not just in my body, but especially in my disposition, my vital energy, my ability to move forward. Here's one of the biggest secrets I've learned: to consider oneself healthy, even in times of illness. This is not madness. It is not delusion. It is a declaration of profound faith. When you judge yourself as healthy, you are saying, "I recognize the present reality, but I do not identify with it as my permanent state. My true state is health. It is wholeness. It is abundant life. And that is where I am heading." You are saying to the universe, to God, to your own body, "I believe in healing. I trust the process. I see myself as whole, complete, healthy." And this internal image of health begins to work in your favor. It activates internal resources, mobilizes energies, and opens paths, because we move toward our deepest beliefs. A pilot doesn't get confused with the plane. If the plane has a mechanical problem, the pilot is still a pilot. He works to fix the problem, but he doesn't panic, thinking he himself is broken. You are the pilot. The body is the aircraft. If there is a flaw in the aircraft, you are not broken. You remain whole, capable, divine. And this understanding brought me immense freedom. The body is just my instrument. It's a precious instrument. Yes, it deserves care, respect, attention. But it's an instrument. It's not me. A musician cares for his violin, but knows that the music isn't in the violin. It's in him, in the musician. If the violin breaks, he can play another. The music lives on within him. Your essence, your spirit, your divinity, this remains intact, no matter what happens to your body. And the more you remember this, the more you experience a peace that transcends any physical circumstance. I started treating my body with more love, precisely because I stopped confusing myself with it. It was no longer a war. It was a loving partnership. We're in this together. My body, I care for you. You serve me. And together we will evolve. So, my friend, I say to you today, with the authority of one who has been in the dark valley and found the light, you are more than you feel now. You are more than this pain. You are more than this limitation. You are more than this body that sometimes seems to betray you. You are a divine and eternal being. You are a child of God, carrying a spark of the Creator Himself. You have within you infinite resources, a strength that goes beyond any human comprehension. And this strength doesn't diminish when the body gets sick. It remains there, intact, powerful, waiting for you to remember it. Don't wait for your body to completely recover before you start living again. Don't wait for the pain to completely subside before you can have hope again. Start today, now, this very moment. Change your thinking first. Change your inner attitude. Declare your faith. Affirm your divinity. Choose to see yourself as God sees you. Perfect, complete, loved, capable. And then watch what happens. Watch how small changes begin to emerge. Maybe it won't be an instant cure. Maybe it will. But it will definitely be a relief, a renewal, a rebirth. Practice these steps. Separate yourself from the pain. Observe it without completely identifying with it. Affirm your true nature. I am eternal, divine, powerful spirit. Trust in God. Surrender to the greater purpose, even if you don't understand everything. Cultivate healthy thoughts. See yourself healthy, complete, healed. Thank you for life, for conscience, for small victories. So even if pain visits you, look at yourself healthily. Even if your body cries out for rest, lift your mind toward the light. Even if circumstances seem difficult, keep your heart confident. True healing begins in the spirit. And you, my friend, you are spirit. You are life. You are light. Don't let temporary pain make you forget your eternity. Don't let temporary illness extinguish your divine flame. You are stronger than you imagine. You are healthier than you seem. You are more divine than you allow yourself to feel. Trust in the power of God that lives within you. Overcome prostration and discouragement with positive mental attitudes. Understand, truly understand, the body is merely your instrument. You are much, much more. And when you remember this, when you live from this truth, something magical happens. You don't just survive the pain, you transcend it. You become a living testament to the fact that the spirit is stronger than any physical suffering. I believe in you. God believes in you. Now, it's time for you to believe in yourself. Final pause. See yourself with health. See yourself with faith. See yourself as the divine being that you truly are. And if you'd like to delve even deeper into this journey of spiritual transformation, I've prepared special material for you. I've left the link to my ebook in the pinned comments below. There you'll find practical exercises, meditations, and teachings that will help you strengthen your faith and overcome any challenge. See you soon, my friend. May God bless you always.